Hello.
Slovenia,
Hello.
Malta,
Hello.
Sierra Leone, and Bulgaria.
First of all, welcome. It's good to see all of you, and I'm glad you came to see with your own eyes and hear with your own ears the direct evidence of the slaughter and the savagery. The UN has not been a stellar organization when it comes to dealing with Israel. It's often unbelievably tilted. It has UN Human Rights Commission, so-called Human Rights Commission, that devote an enormous part of its resolutions against Israel and nothing against Iran or Yemen or other arenas of savagery and aggression. Nothing. And this is not by saying, well, you know, it should be a plague on both your houses. No, because Israel is fighting the war of civilization against barbarism, because Israel is responding to unbelievably brutal and unprovoked attacks, and because it's doing so with the greatest effort that I see of any army to minimize civilian casualties against an enemy that is committing a double war crime of both targeting our civilians, mutilating our civilians, raping our women and men, beheading them after the rape, burning babies alive, and sundry other atrocities that the only time that we've seen anything like that directed against the Jewish people was in the Holocaust. And in the face of this, South Africa had the temerity to bring us to the ICJ, charging us with genocide against, really in the service of a genocidal organization. Now, the worst thing that I can say is this, that many of the charges, false and unfounded, that were leveled against us in The Hague were brought by UNRWA officials. And we have discovered in the last few weeks that UNRWA officials were complicit in the massacre. And I think it's time that the international community and the UN itself understand that UNRWA's mission has to end. UNRWA is self-perpetuating. It is self-perpetuating also in its desire to keep alive the Palestinian refugee issue. And we need to get other UN agencies and other aid agencies replacing UNRWA if we're going to solve the problem of Gaza as we intend to do. That, I think, is one of the things that I would send to anyone coming here from the UN. There are other agencies in the UN, there are other agencies in the world. They have to replace UNRWA. UNRWA is totally infiltrated with Hamas. It has been in the service of Hamas, in its schools, and in many other things. I say this with great regret because we hope that there would be an objective and constructive body to offer aid. We need such a body today in Gaza. The UNRWA is not that body. It has to be replaced by some organization or organizations that will do that job.